It is a humid night here in South Florida as we welcome you inside Dolphin Stadium in Miami as MLB 06 coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, we'll get your weekend started with Game 2 of this 4-game series as it'll be the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Florida Marlins. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Dave Campbell and the Wonder Dog Rex Hudler, I'm Matt Vasgersian as we get set to bring you the call on what should be a good one here. And Soup, we turn to you first. What are you going to be keeping an eye on most in this one?
Well, I'm going to be keeping an eye on young Miguel Cabrera. It's easy to think of him as kind of a grizzled veteran to this point, but he's still just 22 as of opening day this year. After back-to-back 33-homer seasons, the sky's the limit with this kid.
All right, Dave, thanks. We'll hear from Rex momentarily, but now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates presented by New Era Cap, the official cap of Major League Baseball. Jody Garrett is the leadoff man. He's in center field. Jack Wilson bats second. He's at short. After that, new first baseman Sean Casey. Former Rookie of the Year Jason Bay follows. He's in left. Joe Randa will bat fifth. He's at third base. Craig Wilson bats sixth and plays right. Freddie Sanchez will follow, having a tough time of late against left-handers, so we'll see how he responds. Then comes Ryan Domit. He'll be behind the plate. Kip Wells finally will bat ninth and do the pitching for Pittsburgh. And on the mound to face him is the D-Train, all-star left-hander Dontrell Willis. Willis really proved he deserves to be mentioned among the game's elite with his performance last year as he finished second in the National League Cy Young balloting while leading the majors in wins with 22. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. Jody Garrett will move towards the batter's box as we're just about set to get underway tonight.
Jody Garrett.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike one. In on the hands that time, 1-1.
And if I'm on the mound, I go right back in there with a fastball.
And this ball will be chopped foul. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Hit on the ground towards first. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Jack Wilson will step in now, hoping to extend his hitting streak to 8 games here. Ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
And that's where you want to keep things early in this ball game. Pound that outside part of the plate.
Now the pitch. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Just starting things out here in South Florida. Swing and a high fly ball crossing into foul territory now. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone. Sean Casey will stand in, looking to extend his modest 6-game hitting streak. First pitch coming. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a ground ball to first. They'll flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Starting lineup for the new-look Marlins reads like this. Number 32 leads things off and plays second base. Chris Aguila bats second. He'll be in center. Following him is the first baseman, Mike Jacobs. Miguel Cabrera will bat in the cleanup spot and play left. Wes Helms will bat fifth. He's at third base. Next is Jeremy Hermida. He'll be out in right field. Matt Trainer will bat next, really struggling against right-handed pitching, something to be aware of. Alfredo Amezaga will bat eighth and be at short. And batting ninth on the mound, one of the better hitters on the team, actually, Dontrell Willis. And they'll be opposed by the veteran right-hander Kip Wells. Wells struggled through a trying season in 2005, to put it politely. 18 losses were the most in the big leagues, but as they say, there's nowhere to go but up. And look there at the Pirate D, courtesy of the folks at Rawlings. And to lead off the home half of inning number 1, the leadoff hitter digging in at the plate.
Number 32.
Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0.
Outside locator that time, but a good job to lay off.
Trying to bunt his way aboard, but he can't connect, and it's 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
This is a guy you don't need to get cute with up there. Just go right after him.
3-1 on the way. Fouled straight back. Spins and pulls this one down the line at first. He'll flip it over to Wells, who gets to the bag first for the out. Chris Aguila will try and turn things around here, as he's really cooled off this month. And that misses, ball 1.
Boy, he got the benefit of the doubt at the plate that time. That looked pretty good.
2-0. Here comes the 2-0. Strike called, 2-1.
Matt, he can afford to wait for something a little more manageable here.
Two and two. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Mike Jacobs will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. And this pitch will miss low, apparently. Okay, it's 2-0. Now the 2-0. Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. And that'll fall in between them. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And here comes young Miguel Cabrera. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And if he can spot that pitch there, he's going to have a lot of success in this game.
Took something off the curveball there, 76 miles an hour. It's 0-2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. Pause, now the pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Second inning coming up here in South Florida with no score. Jason Bay will stand in, looking to extend his modest 6-game hitting streak.
Jason Bay.
Now here's the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2.
Boy, very borderline right there. Better not take that one again down 0-2.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2. And this is fouled straight back. Yippee! 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
A few more inches in, and that's a pitch he'll turn on.
The 2-2 from Dontrell. Fouled back. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Let's take another look. You see that high leg kick there? That's just enough to throw a lot of guys off, and it might be what happened there.
Joe Randa will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year.
Joe Randa.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Just a perfect spot for that fastball.
The pitch. Swing and a miss as Randa finds himself in a quick 0-2 hole. In the air to straightaway center field. Aguila is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Craig Wilson will dig in, and he's been rolling of late, hitting an 8 straight to enter play. In there, strike 1.
Matt, let's see if that sets the tempo for the rest of the at-bat.
Down and away, ball 1.
Bad ball, bad ball.
Here's the 1-1. 1-2 now.
Looked like he almost gave up on that swing.
Hard hit to third. Fielded there by Helms. Throw on to Jacobs at first. He'll take care of him, and the inning is over. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and none left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Wes Helms will start things off in the bottom of the second. Too low, 1-0.
Sometimes guys go down and get the soft stuff. Not there.
The next pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Hard to get the barrel of the bat on that one. Good eye.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Jeremy Hermida will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year. First pitch coming. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. Matt Painter will take his cuts now. And now a ball yanked down the third base line. Here's Sanchez for 1. On to Casey, not in time as he just couldn't get enough on the throw.
Pretty good job on the turn there. Have a look. But it just developed a little too slowly to get the double play.
Alfredo Amezaga will be the batter.
Alfredo Amezaga.
First pitch to him. Low for ball 1. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Now a swing and he pops him up. This is out in front of the mound. And, oh, it took off a bit, but he's able to right himself to make the play as the inning draws to a close. So no runs here, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Through 2 here at the ballpark, and we are tied 0-0. Freddie Sanchez is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Freddie Sanchez.
Here's the first offering. In the air now to straightaway right field. Hermida has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
That's 7 in a row he's set down, Matt. It looks like he's starting to settle in.
Ryan Domit will step in, working on a nice 5-game hitting streak. And this is low, ball 1.
And he'll wait for something a little higher that he can do something with.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2. And, oh, that's just not fair right there. Ruled a ball, and it's 3-0.
Boy, and this is not a guy to dilly-dally with. They need to go right after him.
That one's in there, 3-1. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Making him throw a lot of pitches this at bat. Let's see if he's got him figured out.
Here's the full count offering. And a good fastball from Dontrell rings him up as he threw that one right by him. Kip Wells will be the batter. Swing and a high chopper to short. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And here comes the former Stanford star Jody Garrett. Here's the first pitch to him. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Swing and a liner. Throw on to Jacobs at first. He'll take care of him, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Dontrell Willis makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And this is hit well towards the hole. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Boy, and when you've got the pitcher at the plate, there's an out you've got to count on getting.
Number 32 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
One of the secrets of his longevity in this game: work fast, change speeds, and throw strikes.
And this will be chopped foul back to the screen. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So 1 out now for the Marlins in their half of the 3rd. And standing in is Chris Aguila, the center fielder. And he takes ball one.
Infield at double play depth as they look for two to try to get him out of this.
Swing and a miss for strike one.
Well, when you're hitting the outside corner at 94, you'll see an awful lot of swing-throughs like that.
Look to dome it. Now the 1-1. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike two. And that misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And a good two-strike pitch. Make him go up and get it.
Now a ground ball towards the hole. Throw in time as he's called out on a very close play at second.
Well, he's got to get rid of this thing in a hurry, so he doesn't have much of a chance to square up, but he still makes the play anyway.
So a runner at first with two away, and here's the young first baseman, Mike Jacobs. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. One and one. And this is low, ball two. 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Pretty darn good opposite field approach, but that fastball's too far out of the zone.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
And with two out, that runner on first can get a little extra head start here.
One left for Florida. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Jack Wilson will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Jack Wilson.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And here's a fastball called for strike two. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Aguila patrolling center makes the play, one out. Sean Casey will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, and he'll look for something a little higher here.
Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. In for strike two. And the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there's 2 down. Jason Bay will dig in, and you see by the breakdown, he's really seeing the ball well this month. And a foul ball straight back. Swinging a ground ball to first. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So a good inning there for Dontrell. Still nothing. Miguel Cabrera will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Fielder, Miguel Cabrera.
And this one is nowhere near the strike zone as it'll zip by to the backstop for ball 1. Here's the pitch. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Now a ball hit foul off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
He's got to hold up a bit and just try to take that thing right back up the middle.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts now. This is not shaping up to be a night to write home about, that's for sure.
Wes Helms will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Swing and a liner. Look at Wilson picking. Throw gets him at first base as he took away a sure base hit that time.
Right fielder,
Jeremy Hermida trying to keep it up as you see that he's really turned it on here this month. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Now a swing and a ground ball to third. There to take it is Randa. Throw will go to the first baseman Casey, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Joe Randa will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year. Now the pitch. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
Not much you can do with a fastball there. Good eye.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Right field. Hermida is there, 1 away. Greg Wilson will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. First pitch coming. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Ooh, might be only 23, but he's got poise out there beyond his years.
Swing and a miss by Wilson as he falls behind in the count, 0-2. Here it comes. inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. Freddie Sanchez will try it again. He flew out his first time. In there, no balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
And this works from the outer half of the plate in, but it runs a bit too much.
Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And here's the young catcher, Ryan Domit.
Ryan Domit.
Dontrell looks, now the pitch. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him, 1-1.
Yeah, not a pitch you can extend on. That's a good spot.
And there's ball 2 now. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
And now that runner on first can get a head start here with 2 out.
Swing and a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. Aguila will have room, though, as he makes the catch and the side is retired. Pirates leave 1. Halfway home, still no score. Matt Cleaner will try and get things going because, as you can see, he's just not hitting the ball well this month. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Well, this is what veteran pitchers do. They know the importance of getting ahead in the count.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count, 0-2. Swing and a ball pulled down the line at third. Foul. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now.
See if they try and stay out there again.
The pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Alfredo Amezaga will step in now.
Alfredo Amezaga.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
And that's a sign of a veteran pitcher getting ahead early in the count.
Hit hard, but just foul, and that was just about extra bases. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. And this is lined right back up the middle. Throw, got him! Oh, what a play! Dontrell Willis will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. In there for strike one, 0-1. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Up with it is Wilson. Throw will go to the first baseman Casey, and that will end the inning. So 5 shutout innings for him thus far. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we still have no score. Kip Wells will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. And here's the first pitch. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
And if he's smart on the mound, don't expect to see this one anywhere near the zone.
Grounded foul. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Jody Garrett will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Jody Garrett.
First pitch to him. Swing and a liner. Fielded there by Helms. Throw on to first, and it's 2 quick outs here for Dontrell. Jack Wilson will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And he's got that one up there at 94 miles an hour. That's tough to catch up with.
And the pitch. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Down in order go the Pirates, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Number 32 will dig in. 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Number 32.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
And at 95 miles an hour, that fastball will get up on you quick.
Now the pitch. And that misses 1-1. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Under it is Garrett, 1 away.
Well, this guy right here has been very strong on the mound to this point. You see the numbers, and the one that really leaps out at you, 0 walks through 5 1/3.
Chris Aguila will try and turn things around here as he's really cooled off this month. First pitch on the way. Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. Garrett will wait on it. And that's out number 2.
That makes it 10 straight batters he's set down, and you can tell he's feeling it now.
Mike Jacobs will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one.
First baseman, Mike Jacobs.
Here's the first pitch to him. And oh my gracious, where did that pitch miss? It's called ball 1. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. In the air to center. Garrett is camped under this one. And that will retire the side. Florida down in order. Still no score. Sean Casey will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Sean Casey.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Might have been out of the zone there, but that's a little too close to take.
Here it comes. Here's the ball swung on and hit high and deep down the left field line. And this will stay fair. Home run. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
And sooner or later, someone was going to push one across. Now the question's going to be whether it's going to stand up.
Jason Bay will step in, and you see by the numbers he's been a much better road hitter thus far.
Jason Bay.
Fouled back. And there's ball 1.
Matt, his pitch count's up over 75, so you have to figure they're going to start keeping closer tabs on him.
Bay ready on the 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. And 2-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. The pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to first. And Dontrell's right where he needs to be as they get the out at first. Joe Randa will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far. Swing and a hard ground ball to third. Base hit. Greg Wilson will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Now batting.
Freddie Sanchez will step in. 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
The infield's at double play depth here, Matt, as they look for a ground ball to get him out of the inning.
Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field. Aguila is there, 2 gone.
Boy, left that fastball up that time, but he got away with it and got him to fly out.
Now batting.
Ryan Domit will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Domit.
First pitch coming. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Right on the inside part of the plate. Not much he can do with that fastball.
And Domit can't make contact that time, so he finds himself in an 0-2 hole. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Hit hard but fouled toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So just 1 hit in the inning, but it's a big one as the home run gives him the lead. Time to get up and stretch here in Miami. Pittsburgh leads this one 1-0. Miguel Cabrera will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Miguel Cabrera.
First pitch coming. And he lays off there, 1-0. And this pitch will miss low, apparently. Okay, it's 2-0.
And in a close ball game, I think you let him throw you one here.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Flipped to first by Sanchez. 1 away. Wes Helms will try and get things going because, as you can see, he's just not hitting the ball well this month. Now here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
He might be getting tired here because he's missing up now.
High in the air and deep down the left field line. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Matt, he's up over 75 pitches now, so they're really going to start watching him a bit more closely.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Jeremy Hermida will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Right fielder, Jeremy Hermida.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, man, it looked like it did. He'll be hearing church bells for a few minutes or so, but it looks like he's going to be okay.
Your attention, please.
And we'll have a pitching change here as Damaso Marte now takes over on the mound.
43, Damaso Marte.
Matt Kleiner will stand in, and you see he's really struggled at home thus far. Right there for strike one.
Matt trying to work the fastball in on the label. That was a good pitch.
Sticks with the fastball here as he forges ahead 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. One-two is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
Boy, it's the grip that really makes that thing run into hitters.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air to straightaway right. Wilson is right there as he takes it for the second out. Alfredo Amezaga will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Now he's going to have to make an adjustment at the plate, maybe take a little length out of his swing.
Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2. Line softly to the right side. Foul. Fouled straight back. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Marlins strand a pair. It remains 1-0. Andy Chavez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
For the Pirates, number 31, Andy Chavez.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. Now it's 2-0.
Good discipline there.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Now a fastball for a strike, and from 2-0, it's back to 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Jody Garrett will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Center field. Aguila is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Jack Wilson will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
If you can keep planting that pitch there, you'll be in good shape.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control. 1-2. Now a high bouncer toward the hole. Throw on to Jacobs at first. He'll take care of him, and the inning is over. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Bucks out in front, 1-0.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on, and it'll be the longtime closer, Roberto Hernandez, seeing duty here.
Roberto Hernandez.
Lenny Harris will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Bench hitting for the Marlins. Number 10, Lenny Harris.
Ball 1.
And he'll get a lot of outs if he can spot that thing on the inside corner.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. And there's ball 3.
And you don't want to put the leadoff guy on here when you've got a slim lead.
Now the 3-0 pitch. Swing and a line drive, and that'll get down for a base hit. Oh, and he throws it away. Number 32 to try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. And here's the first pitch. And he swings over the top of it, but chops it foul back to the backstop. Now a ground ball to second. This could be 2. Wilson for 1. On to Casey, and it's a double play. Chris Aguila will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch to him. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. So that kicks foul at the last moment. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, and he'll lay off there and just take what's given to him.
Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and that's past the diving infielder for a base hit. Mike Jacobs will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Mike Jacobs.
First pitch on the way. And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. On the run, and he has it to retire the side. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We've played 8 full. Pirates lead it 1-0. Chris Resop will come in and pitch now.
Now pitching for the Marlins, number 44. Leading out for
Sean
Pittsburgh,
Casey will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Sean Casey.
Ninth inning underway as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators, foul. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Trying to work that thing back to the outer half. Good spot.
And he misses again, ball 3. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And right on it as this is chopped foul to the backstop. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, sometimes hitters can have problems picking up the baseball in night games. Not giving him any excuses, but it is a possibility.
Jason Bay will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Just rearing back and throwing the heater by him right there.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw to Jacobs is in time, and that's out number 2. Joe Randa will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Too low, 1-0. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to Jacobs at first. He'll take care of him, and the inning is over. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and no one left on. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Pirates on top, 1-0. Solomon Torres is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 16, Solomon Torres.
Miguel Cabrera will step in, and you see by the numbers he's been a much better road hitter thus far. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
And down 0-2 at the plate, can't try to do too much here. Just try and shorten up that swing and go the other way if you have to.
And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Well, with the slider, it's not necessarily the movement, it's the late movement. He goes to swing at this thing, and it's just not there anymore.
Wes Helms will try and turn things around here as he's really cooled off this month. Now here's the first pitch. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0.
And he's not afraid to run pitches inside on hitters.
Here's a swing, and he saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And the first baseman can't get there. One pitch is a splitter, called strike two. Now a ball hit back up the middle. And a dive by Wilson, but he comes up empty, a base hit. Jeremy Hermida will dig in, and as you can see, he's been a much better hitter at home this year. Here's the first offering, and that's taken high and outside for ball one.
And that fastball's not in the spot where the hitter will go chase it.
Good bite to that thing, and it's 1-1.
Boy, in a one-run game, you don't want to be leaving that pitch there.
Hermida awaits the 1-1, and that misses. 2-1. Splitter called strike two, and I don't think he liked it.
And that thing just starts out belt high, Matt, and then heads south at the last moment.
Swing and a liner toward right center, and he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. Number 87 will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 87.
First pitch coming, and a ball 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Two and one.
And this thing starts out a strike. That's a tough pitch to lay off.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2 coming. On the ground is short. This could be two. Here's Sanchez for one. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Matt, just when it looked like we might have some late-inning heroics in store for us, they get the double play that gets them out of here with a W.
So it's a victory for the Pirates in this one, and Dave, that brings us to our majestic play of the game.
Yeah, we'll go back to the 7th inning on this one, and you can see right there, he gets all of this one.
Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, but what offense we did see came from this man's bat. He's our upper deck player of the game.
Matty only had one hit in the game, but was it ever big? That home run really turned out to be the decisive blow in the game.
So that brings us to the conclusion of this one. For my colleagues Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler and all of us here at the show, this is Matt Vasgersian saying thanks for joining us here this evening. Once again, our final score, the Pirates win it 1-0. This has been a presentation of MLB 06 The Show. For more, log on to MLB06.com. Good night, everybody.